Hi guys, welcome. Welcome to my handle. It's me, Rafinaya. So guys, there's something I've really been wanting to talk about quite recently, yeah. And guys, let's be honest. We all have those little things that our partners do that makes us go, not again, really? Now, while many of us may want to not admit it, do these things actually exist? Yes, they do. Funny enough, they don't only just exist in romantic relationships, they actually also exist in platonic relationships, as well as even our friendships. Yeah, they actually do exist there as well. So, now, what are those things? What is that ache that nobody talks about? What is that silent relationship killer? What are those small things that slowly changes how you see someone? I call it pet peeves. Yeah, they are pet peeves, as funny as the name sounds. Pet peeves are those small or subtle little things that your partner or your friend does that quietly irritates you. See, it's funny because these things are very, very small. Sometimes you might not even notice it, but over time you then find it that it is there. They are not exactly considered to be deal breakers or are they harmful, but they will definitely give you the irk feeling. And sometimes we may try to pretend like these things don't matter until they actually begin to matter. So I'm going to start with my some of my pet peeves, and this is not necessarily just romantically for me. It's also borderline on friendship as well. So some of my pet peeves are: number one, number one, people or someone chewing loudly or sloppy drinking. Yeah, I said it. Like, you're eating and then you're making this nom, nom, nom. Like, why? It's not like you're chewing gum. You can just eat, like, eat silently, and you don't have to make everybody know that you're eating. Whether or not the food is as tasty or as delicious as anything, you can still eat that food silently. And there are some people who actually make terrible food mouth noises when they're actually eating. Yeah, you see how I just did it? Sometimes it gets so bad that you can literally hear them from some distance away. And then it's like, my goodness, I don't like it. Like, I know you can actually eat without making such noises with your mouth, and trust me, the world will not even go on standstill. You'll still be eating just fine. Or you see this sloppy drinking where you have to drink water or a bottle of Coke and then you just hear the like, are you a horse? Are you a horse? Sorry, I'm kidding. But like, for real, for me, this is one thing I know. Like, sometimes when I see it or I hear it, especially from a distance, I'm like, does he have to be that loud even? So that is one of my pet peeves. Please don't judge me. Number two, another thing I really don't really like. Say I'm eating. Maybe I'm eating right now, and then maybe you want to join in or you want to eat. I think the best thing you could do at that point in time is just indicate for me that, oh, Miriam, I'd like to join you on the food. Rather than just put your hand inside. Some people have that bad habit. They just see you eating and then the next thing they're just carrying their hand and put inside. Why? What's up? At least indicate by taking an excuse. That would do it. I don't really like it when someone just puts in their hand into what I'm eating. I feel like it's a bit disrespectful. I didn't even invite you. Even if we're that close, even if we're that familiar, and you wanted to join me on my food, the least you could do is, hey, can I join you? And then I'll invite you in if I want to. Should I want to? Not you just putting your hand because of, no, now that is, I don't like it. That is also one of my pet peeves. I don't know about you. So I know some people are gonna be like, oh, so if Naya, this is what irks you, and yeah, that is what irks me. I feel like everybody has it, whether we like it or not. Just maybe some of us can be more tolerant, or some of us have learned to tolerate it over time. But does everybody have it? Yes, we all do. Except maybe you haven't figured out yours, but I have figured out mine, and that is why I'm choosing to share it with you all. So number three, always turning conversations about themselves. Yeah, like okay, say I had a really rough day and I just needed someone to vent it to, and just really tell how bad my day went. And so I chose to tell you, my friend. And here I go saying, oh, I had a very, very bad day at work. You won't believe what happened. And then immediately the person butts right in and say, yeah, that reminds me. Oh, my day at work was terrible, eh? If I tell you what happened, it's instantaneously you find that the conversation now becomes all about them instead of about you getting to share your experience as intended. I feel like it's For me, I think it's pretty dismissive. For real, I feel like it's very much pretty dismissive. It could really, really make one feel unheard and undervalued. Number four, so you know how like you're texting somebody, maybe a friend, and you just want to strike a conversation, and then the person starts giving you this one word answer, especially things like K. What is K? I ask you, how are you and how did your day go? Hope you're fine. And you're telling me K. What am I supposed to understand from that? Like, why? Why would you do that? What is K? Instead of actually making an effort to communicate, well, what is K? Communication shouldn't be that hard. And then I feel like if you are not in the mood to actually even have that conversation, the best or the least you could do is either tell the person that, oh, I'm not in the right frame of mind, or my head is somewhere, or you better not respond to that test or chat, depending when you're in the right frame of mind or where your head is a bit more settled. Because for me, I think it's a bit impolite. Why would you be saying K? You can actually just tell me that you're not in the mood, and I would even appreciate and respect that rather than K. It's really impolite, Number five, borrowing things and not returning them. Yeah, including money. Yes, including ego. Yeah, I mean, for real, like, guys, I think it's something I've really come to realize recently. I know all hands are not equal, but you see those people that are there are people that actually have that habit, and I'm being very candid, and I don't know how they do it. They have the habit of borrowing and just borrowing and borrowing. The person that you're borrowing from here, has it ever dawned on you that the person could actually be in need? I feel it's also a bit insensitive, especially when that person is someone you constantly borrow things from, whether money, whether it's clothing, whether it's anything. And the worst part is you never return back. You never give back. Take for instance, you want to borrow my cord, say my iPhone charger cord, and then you meet me and you say, Ify, can I please borrow your cord? I think the most respectful thing you can do is to return it when you are done using it. I'm using something as little as a cord because I know it is very relatable, but it goes far beyond just a cord. There are people who have this habit of borrowing things from you, and then they find it so difficult to return that thing. When you now ask them for it, it becomes a problem. It's more like you're not the one who has been patient, you're not being patient enough. You could take a chill pill and let them, I don't like it. I feel like that's just a very, very insensitive way to treat people. So the best thing you could do in return and in kind is to return an item or whatever it is. Like I said, including money. Money is not coming from E3. So I think that is another thing that really gets to me, especially when people borrow things from you. Like I said, it goes beyond just the cord. It goes beyond the money. I'm sure you all can relate to this as well. And then lastly, dismissing feelings with words like it's not that deep. Whether as a partner or as a friend, such words could really just hurt, if I am trying to relate something of concern to me, and even if you seem not interested, I think the best way to do it is you can just find a very subtle way to tell me, okay, maybe later can we talk about this, but not dismiss my feelings like they don't matter. I believe that everybody matters. I believe that how I want to be treated is how I should treat my fellow human. So if you're the type to dismiss one's feelings the moment I just open my mouth and I haven't even said jack, I don't think I'll be associating myself with such people. So these are some of my pet peeves. Now, while some of these pet peeves are quite obvious, such as the chewing loudly, there are certain others that could be very subtle, such as like having to leave socks on the floor, or paper wastes on the floor, or even underwears on the floor. I mean, a lot of guys who do that. So all right, again, like I already said, these things actually exist in romantic relationships, but they also actually exist in friendship as well. I promise you they do. Are these unforgivable crimes? No, they're not. But should they become patterns, say in your relationships or your friendship with people, they might actually begin to affect how someone feels, either how you feel about them or how they feel about you. So I'll just say this here. I feel like pet peeves falls into two categories. One, the manageable ones, where communications and effort can fix it. Two, the borderline ones, where it starts clashing with your emotional safety and values. This is where balance comes in, actually, because everybody has pet peeves. Heck, even I myself I'm sure I have habits that probably irritate someone too, and I probably don't know. What I'm saying is, it's not about perfection. It's all about the willingness to understand each other and then make adjustments. Yeah. At the end of the day, these pet peeves don't ruin relationships. It is the unaddressed patterns that actually ruin relationships. So I'm curious, what are your pet peeves in your relationships? And what are your pet peeves in your friendship? Please tell me in the comment section. I remain. Hear me for now.